Hi everyone, welcome to my new channel. I'm Rosalinda, and like many people, I've been at home for about 7 months and I just needed an outlet, so I thought I'd start a vlog series and share some of the things that I've been up to. So for my first video, I'm going to attempt to make a Reese's peanut butter cup cake for my birthday. So for some of you, you may have seen on Facebook that my son's birthday was the other day and I made him a watermelon cake, and I'll show pictures of that here. It was a lot of fun. It took several days. I've never tried to make a cake like that before, but it turned out really well, and maybe next season when watermelons are back in season, I'll try it again sometime. But for now, I'm gonna move on. Yeah, I just thought peanut butter chocolate cake sounded really delicious, and if I could make it look like a Reese's peanut butter cup, well, you know, the sky's the limit. The recipe I'll be using today comes from the blog and YouTube channel How to Cake That. I will put a link to that information in the description below, so that if you want to try this cake, you can give it a try. And if you do, please comment below and tell me how it turned out. So let's go inside and get started. Learned a neat thing today, which was how to make buttermilk. I never knew it was so easy, and if I had known, it would have saved me a lot of trips to the grocery store. So I'm sure in the future it will too. Okay, so in order to make your own buttermilk for this recipe, you're gonna need 2 cups of milk at room temperature and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You're going to mix those together and you're going to let them sit for about 10 minutes until the milk curdles. And then you've got your own homemade buttermilk. I don't know what I was thinking, but I filled a whole pan with all of the batter and it was way too much. So it totally overflowed. I know why I did it. It's because when I made the first layer of my son's watermelon cake the other day, I think I mixed it too much, and so after I baked it, it didn't, the 2 layers that I baked didn't get very fluffy and very thick. I was trying to avoid that mistake again, but this time I didn't overmix. I just overfilled the pan, so it came out as a big mess, but it's all good. It tastes great, and I'm sure that the whole project will still turn out. So stay tuned. In order to make that, we're going to mix 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of softened butter, unsalted, and 1 cup of sifted powdered sugar. So you're going to want to sift that powdered sugar yourself to make sure it's nice and fine and fluffy, and whip it all together until it's nice and smooth. Then just set it aside until you're ready, till your cake's all cooled down. Okay, so here we're just putting a little coat, what's called a crumb coat, on this cake. We're gonna let it refrigerate after we put this coat on there, and it's gonna help keep the crumbs in place basically when we go to frost it again. You just put a little layer around the top and the edges. Alright, don't mess with it too much. Alright, well, we're nearing to the last few stages of making this Hershey's peanut butter cup cake. So I looked up on YouTube, and My Sugar Rush, the channel My Sugar Rush, has a video, The Beginner's Guide to Modeling Chocolate. And so according to her, we just need to warm up this chocolate by working it. Okay, so I've rolled out the modeling chocolate. Still looks a bit marbly, but I don't have a whole lot of color left, so I think I'm going to save it and maybe just try to paint it on the outside. Alright, so this is our cake so far. It's looking a bit messy, but I think once it gets covered up with the modeling chocolate, not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, let's see if this is going to fit. Oh, great. Okay, my interpretation so far of a Reese's peanut butter cake. Let's see. Or cup, I mean. A cake of a Reese's peanut butter cup. Really wish I had this on a flat plate. That's not really working too well. So let's try it on here. Alright, we're just gonna not perfect, but I'm sure it's gonna taste great. And you know, this is my first attempt. So I'm pretty happy with it. Could just stop here and be happy with it, I'm sure, but we're gonna keep going. Okay, so just gonna trim off, not quite flush with the cake. We're just gonna leave a little edge here to simulate the edge of a Reese's peanut butter cup. Again, not perfect, but who's going for perfection? All right, we'll take all this away and add it to our other chocolate that we'll be using for the top. So now we want to replicate the zigzag edges. I'm going to roll out some more fondant, and this one will be for the top layer. Uh-oh. Alrighty then. Edges wet so that they'll seal supposedly. So let's see. It's almost time for the big reveal for the Reese's peanut butter birthday cake. But before we do, I just want to give a shout out to all those YouTube channels, or many of the YouTube channels that I've been enjoying during this time of staying at home and staying safe. So first and foremost, I really want to thank Homestead Heart. I really enjoy watching their videos and learning about canning and gardening and their adventures on their homestead. And the laughter really is the best medicine. I also enjoy Rain Country, where she talks about herbal tinctures, making mead and wine and canning, and I really enjoy her wisdom. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Tabitha Brown, who is very inspirational and always has very thoughtful and loving words to share. So thank you so much, Tabitha. Most recently around this house, I've been enjoying How to Cake It, to learn about making extraordinary cakes. So with it being birthday season in our household, that's been a lot of fun, and what has inspired me to make both this Reese's peanut butter cake as well as the watermelon inspired cake that I made for my son's birthday a few days ago. I'm also want to give a shout out to Mary's Nest. She has a lot of great information to share about canning. And She is of the Woods is a wonderful channel for learning about our herbal allies and how to cultivate them into medicine. And Prepper Potpourri is another channel that I enjoy. She talks a lot about canning and preparation. The Yarbrough, I so heart their channel. They are a couple who are nomadic wanderers, travelers who go live in different countries and go explore new places, and I just shout out to them because I would like to be doing the same right now. So I'm glad somebody is. Another channel that I've been enjoying is Epic Gardening, and his related channel, Epic Homesteading. I also enjoy watching Lead Farmer 73. He's very entertaining and also very practical. He and Lady Lead, they have a lot to share, and I would recommend checking out their channels. And then Peggy and Don, I just, they're everyday people who are working on ensuring that their family is going to be provided for over the coming months, over the coming winter. And I just appreciate their practicality and also their good humor and smiles. So, and I want to give a shout out to Peggy, who it turns out that she and I share a birthday. So happy birthday, Peggy. So let's go check out this cake. Okay, here we go. Here is our peanut butter cake right out of the freezer, just to let the molding chocolate set up. And since I didn't want to overwork it in order to get the coloring in, I'm gonna paint it. So I have again here my brown food coloring, but I'm starting to run low. So I thought that I would add it to a little bit of alcohol just to thin it out a bit. And let's give this a try. Here is the Reese's peanut butter cupcake. Reese's peanut butter cup cake. Yes. Looks delicious. Get a good view of it.
It looks the same all the way around.
Can I talk now? Okay. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I'd be interested to hear what other kind of content you would be interested in watching. So some of the things that I could offer up would be to possibly take up more baking. I've been enjoying, I've never done a lot of baking. It's much too precise for me, but I am giving it a try, and things are working out for the most part, so they're edible. So if you'd like to see some more baking, let me know. Put it down in the comments. Otherwise, other things that I enjoy doing is listening to the birds talk. They're chasing a squirrel right now up in a tree. And that banging that you hear, my neighbor's getting a new roof. It's a noisy day. I also enjoy making fairy houses out of arts and crafts that I have around the house, or things that my mom left behind. I hope to do some cooking videos in the future as well, maybe some new dishes to try, as well as some dishes with some of the food that I've been working on putting away and preserving for over the summer months. Oh, there's a hummingbird zipping around the garden. How beautiful. And then of course I always want to share the kittens. They've been such a blessing and a joy to have. They were born just after the pandemic started, and it became clear it was time to stay home. I didn't even know my cat was pregnant. She ended up having 6, 7 kittens, and I kept 2 of them and still have mom, and they're all doing great. So I'd love to show you their adventures because they're a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. So again, let me know what you'd be interested in seeing more about, or if you have other ideas. Oh, and there's one more thing that I enjoy doing that I would love to share with you, which is painting. I'll show you my little trick, I guess, and see what you think. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. It's starting to rain out here. The sun and the rain, it's so beautiful. So consider liking the video and subscribing to my new channel. Take care of yourself, stay grounded, breathe deep, keep looking outside and seeing the beauty in the world.